Good afternoon, guys. Hopefully you're having a good start of your Monday afternoon. Ugh. That one just tasted terrible coming out of my mouth. Ugh. Anywho, so this is going to be a fun one, and an interesting one. So apparently drug user advocates were protesting about the decriminalization exemption of doing drugs out in the open. And I'm not talking about like medication. I'm talking about the hard stuff. So, yeah. So apparently they want to do that stuff. All right, let's be honest here. Okay. So apparently all this was about homeless people and apparently the BC government, they're saying if you're doing drugs in public, then the police can intervene with that. And the police really didn't say what intervening meant. They said, like, under special conditions that they can use exceptional intervention. So, and they don't really know what exceptional intervention is, but we can all assume what they mean by that. And they also said under exceptional circumstances. So we all know what they mean about that. Though this is also quite crazy. I'll probably just rant about this one. Probably won't read down because we can anticipate from the photo and from the title what this is. Maybe I'll read down a little bit, but let's get into this. From the Canadian Press, drug user advocates concerned about BC's decriminalization exemption request. So Vancouver. Of course this is in Vancouver, because it's Vancouver. Not quite the lefty capital of Canada. That would probably be Toronto, but a close second. Advocates of drug users are raising concerns about BC's request to Health Canada to empower police to step in when they see illicit drug use in public spaces, saying it's a step backward from a fight against deadly opioids. Yeah, sure it is. So, how about they don't want little kids in parks to see homeless people doing drugs right where they're playing? Or people going to work don't want to see people doing drugs out on the street? I think probably because of YouTube's... I think I might have to change my words because I'm using it. How about people going to work don't want to see people doing the hard stuff on their way to work? Right? Like, let's go. They say they are to be recriminalized in every sense of the word, and it's very disappointing in the middle of an OD crisis when 14,000 people have gone to the other side, that our current government is blaming for larger problems of homelessness, poverty, and welfare state on the individual people who have nowhere to go, was said on an interview. They also go on saying people can't afford housing anymore. And I'll just start ranting on this. I'll leave a link below um, to where you can find the article to read the rest of this. It is a very interesting thing, and the police didn't really come out well, and the BC government didn't really come out with too much to say on the matter, so which would make sense. I agree that a lot of these people shouldn't just be sent to jail, and because that just creates a cycle, like a really really bad cycle. Because what are they going to learn? These people are homeless, right? So they're going to go to jail and they're going to get even more depressed, get well, and who knows if they actually like jail might be a little bit better because they have a roof over their heads. So, I mean, right? Who knows? So they might not even care. But I think if these homeless people are like in that dire of straits, doing um, hard stuff in public, then the government needs to invest more into kind of rehab centers. So they're not taken to jail, they're taken straight to these rehab centers where they can get off this stuff and get better, and then not thrown back into society, but kind of eased back into society. So I'm assuming being out on the street for quite a long time, it's hard to reintegrate back into society, and so that's why like they need maybe a dorm system or something like that where they try to find a job and try to save up some money and to ease them back into things, right? But first they gotta get better and gotta get off this stuff, which is probably hard enough in itself. I usually go back to like food. Think about how hard it is for people to get off of sugar and bad food itself. So I couldn't imagine these these hard things. So, but anyways, I'm getting off topic. But these what do they call them? These drug user advocates. This is ridiculous. They're saying they want to do, like, I don't care what they say about like, oh hey, we think this is a backwards law. You're criminalizing homeless people. It's like, no, what you're actually looking for is you want to do hard stuff anywhere you want, right? People don't want to see that. People don't want to be around that. People don't want to be subjecting their kids to that, right? When they're walking to school or doing all this stuff. In a way, the adults should be subjected to this because they do need to see the repercussions of their actions. But I mean, I don't think people in Vancouver have ever voted for something to get better, like for the other side. So, I mean, I don't think things are gonna change, but or voting habits are gonna change. But anyway, but in the least, what you could do is try and find a way to help these people get better. I hope that the police don't just start arresting people when they see this out in the street. They actually just take that stuff away from them. At least At least give them a financial punishment for it. So yeah, take all that stuff away from them so they don't have it on them and so they have to buy more. Because you do need a small punishment system for it. But I mean, these homeless people are already punished. These addicts are already being punished by themselves. So they just need help. Um anyways, I think this whole protest thing is ridiculous. It's what they're actually advocating for. They should be advocating for rehab centers rather than arrest warrants or something like that. But that's not what they're doing. So until I see articles about that, I'm going to criticize these people. That's all I have to say about it. And if you like this stuff, if you can subscribe below and like the video. Liking the video and commenting helps with that algorithm, and it lets me see what you guys think about this sort of stuff. If you're in Vancouver, how bad is it really? Are they just blowing it out of proportion, or is it like bad? Because from what I read and what I see, it's bad. So let me know below, and have a good rest of your day.